Hi, everyone. I hope you all had a good summer and are eager to get back to school. And welcome to your second year of training. This is going to be Nurse 203, and it's Cheryl again. I know it's been a while since you had me in pharmacology, but now I'm back and I'm going to teach you fundamentals of maternity nursing. This little video that I'm doing right now is just going to be the introductory video. I'm going to go through the Moodle site and touch on the assignments, but it's just to give you an overview of the Moodle site. So welcome back, and let's get started. So as you can see, the same information that you'd normally see on your Moodle pages is all here. So my name, how to reach me, so my college email or my home email. If it's after hours and it's on a weekend or evening, use my Gmail account, and it's best to reach me that way. Then you have the typical stuff, your course outline, your syllabus, learning guide, the calendar, which is very important, so let's have a quick look at it. It's going to list your first day of classes, all of your classes, and when your assignments are due. So your first assignment is not due until the 6th of October. And then the following week you have a midterm. So this is really important. So I would suggest that you print this off and keep it handy so that you know exactly what we're going to be covering each class and you're ready and prepared to do that. The learning guide, like all other courses, I'll just move it over, is your Bible. Make sure you use it. You don't necessarily need to print it off, I don't think, but make sure you use it. It's got I'm just going to go to the first unit for you. So it has your learning outcomes in it. It has your readings and all the other kind of stuff, reflective questions. So every unit is covered in that. And it's the same for every course that you've been taking. There's no change to it. Course outline, well, again, I'll just move it over. It's not where it should be. So let me just make it bigger here because I have a smaller screen. So credit 45 hours, 3 credits. You need to, again, with this course, maintain a 63 average at least to pass a course. Those are the learning outcomes. The topics we're going to cover, there are 7 units in this course. So we have a lot of material to cover. It's a very heavy theory course. There is no lab component with this course whatsoever. Your text is poetry, and it's listed right here, and your study guide. And I will be using questions or suggesting that you do questions through your study guide for each unit, just to keep current with the information. There are recommended other readings as well. This is the student assessments. There are 2 major assessments for marks. So assignment number 1 is going to be a prenatal teaching plan. Assignment number 2 is a forum. It's pretty easy, only worth 5%. Your teaching plan is worth 20. Your self-reflection tool is, there's no grade for it, though, but you must complete it. There's a midterm exam, a quiz, and a final, and the dates are all on your calendar. The guides, and as I said already, you need to maintain a 63 to pass this course. That's it for the course outline. Let's have a quick look at the syllabus, and again, it opened up off my screen, unfortunately. I'm just going to open up a little bit more. This is the same format that all syllabuses look like. So what you can expect from this course: classroom rules of conduct, general course expectations, online rules of conduct. Remember to be courteous to each other. This is an online format course. And by now, most of you know, probably, or those of you in Lac La Biche know each other, those of you in St. Paul know each other. So let's be courteous to each other. It lists the assignments that I've already quite touched on, a little bit about them, but I'm going to show you more detail in a minute where they are. Student feedbacks, you'll be asked to participate in a student evaluation at the end of the course, just again, as you have been already. The course outline, so the learning guide, which I showed you where to access, assessments, student attendance. Attendance is mandatory, and I do take attendance at each class, and it has a bearing on your, I want you to be participative in this course. Student preparation, ideally, I'd like you to be prepared for every class. I know sometimes you're not able to be, but ideally, you should have done the readings before you come to class. Academic integrity, plagiarism, very, very important. Plagiarism is not tolerated, and it is a submission of another person's work as your own. Now remember, AP format, lots of ways to cite other people's work. Just make sure you're doing it. And academic support. If you're running into difficulties, contact me. If I can't help you, then I'll suggest you contact Student Services. And the last day to withdraw from this course is October 7th. So those are the main documents I'd like you to go through a little bit more before you start the course. So this is the format that I'm using for this Moodle page, and it's toggles. So let's just open them all. You can close them all if you want to, just press the other button. So open them. The first one is your collaborative classroom. You're going to go to, of course, our classroom just like you always have, and press the button and then come to class. Assessments and assignments. This lists all your assignments, and this is actually where you will submit your assignments. I'm going to go through assignment number 1 a little bit more in detail. I'm actually considering putting a separate toggle about assignment number 1 and a specific video for assignment number 1. It's going to be, I'll just open it up here. It's probably going to open on another page. Oh, no, it didn't. So it's a prenatal teaching plan. So it gives you a case study about Mary. And Mary, of course, is pregnant because we're doing maternity health. And then it asks you to devise a prenatal teaching plan based on the information that I've given you in the case study. The marking rubric is there. And again, I'm going to go over that more in depth a little later on. Let me just get back out of this. So so that's due October 6th. Midterm exam is on the 13th. It'll be multiple choice questions as they normally are. And you will be required to write that at the campus that you're in. There's a quiz on the 27th. And again, you will be required to write that at your designated campus. Assignment number 2 is just a form submission. And again, I'll go over that more detail later. It's due on November 4th. Assignment number 3, your self-reflections, due November 8th. Your final exam is worth 35%. Date's not yet been determined, but as soon as I know, I will definitely pass that information on to you. The next toggle is student resources. I have gone through and I have found a multitude of resources for you. You can use these for your assignment number 1 and assignment number 2 if you want to. There's a ton of information in these resources. Most importantly, your CLPNA competencies are first. You need to have read these. These are really, really important. I'm going to touch on them in Unit 1, but I know for a fact there are some questions on your midterm, and I'm not sure about your final, on the CLPNA competencies. Lots of articles to supplement your reading. APA resources. In addition to the APA resources that are already given to you, I've added 3 videos. These are videos that I did for a course that I taught in the spring. You may find them helpful, you may not, but they're videos that actually take you step by step through the information. And then we start the units. So the next toggle is Unit 1 toggle. I have devised this course in books. So you'll note that Unit 1 only has 1 book, but Unit 2 has 6 books. So Unit 2.1 through 2.6. And I'll show you how to open these books in case you haven't seen these before. So just click on the book. It's going to take you to, there's 6 sub-chapters in this book, learning outcomes. Now there's 2 ways to go on to the next page. You can either just click on reading assignment, or we'll go back to learning outcomes, or you can see these arrows over here. Just click on the arrow and it'll take you to the next page. If I wanted to go back, I just click on the back arrow. It goes back. So that arrow, continue to click on it, will take you to each consecutive page. Now I've put videos here. I'm going to put the videos from each lecture here as well for those of you that have difficulty accessing them. There's going to be review questions. These are the review I've gone through the study guide for every unit, and I'm suggesting that you do these review questions. Additional resources, if there are any for the unit, will be listed here. These are just to add to your learning on the this unit. And then your PowerPoint handout will be here. So please click here to access PowerPoint. So click here where it turns red, and it'll take you to your PowerPoint handout. And that's pretty much it for my Moodle page. Now, if you have any questions at all, be prepared to ask them on the first day. And that's it for this.